here to show you today some date chocolate nut balls. So check this out. This is a great snack for kids. I love this as a power snack. It's full of protein and natural sugar. So very easy to make, again, like all my recipes, as some of you may know already. So it's going to be really quick. Let's get to it. We're going to get some chopped nuts, or we're going to chop these nuts actually. They're mixed nuts is what I meant to say. So we're going to get, let's see, about 1.5 cups to 2 cups. As they're spilling all over, that's okay. Food processor, put them in there. It's going to be a little loud. And you know what? Since I know that's about another 1/2 cup to a cup in this bag, I'm just going to dump it all in. So what you want to do is spin this around in the food processor until you get to a fine, crummy type texture. It does get a little loud. Now before you start this recipe, what I do is I take some dates, because what you need for this recipe are the nuts that I just showed you here. You need some dates, which I have soaking in hot water, about 8 ounces of dates. We need some shredded coconut, my favorite agave nectar, some all-natural unsweetened cocoa powder, and some vanilla extract, okay? So, like I said, first thing I did was I soaked these in hot water because it makes it easier to puree in the food processor. This is going to be like the binder to these nut balls. All right, so in the food processor, it came out a little moist. I think I had some residual water in the food processor. It's really okay because I do want some moisture in here. All right, so I'm going to put these aside. My nuts were roasted with some salt. It's really okay if you use raw nuts. Some people like that. Some people don't want them roasted. It doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. All right, so now I got the nuts reserved there in the bowl. I am going to add these dates, and I'm going to drain the water. And I can feel already that the dates are very soft, which is really great. That's what you want. Whoop. All right, so now what we want to do is puree these. Become kind of pasty. That's what you do want with this recipe. So as I see that it is pureeing and getting to that texture that I want, which is thick, like paste, let me check it out. You take the spoon, put it down a little bit and give it another whirl here. And that looks about right. So now I'm just going to keep that right in the food processor. I'm going to add my nuts right back in and put those in there, and then get the rest of my ingredients going. So I'd say about 1 cup of the unsweetened cocoa. This is awesome stuff, I'm telling you. This with a little agave nectar. So good. Who would ever think that chocolate would be healthy? I'm glad it is. All right, so we got this. Put the cocoa powder in there. And I'm going to take my agave nectar. I'm going to do about a 1/4 cup of this. The dates are sweet and act as a sugar on their own, so you don't need that much agave nectar, but it does enhance the sweetness a little more, which is good and more palatable. And coconut, I'm going to say about 1 cup. And yes, I use the same measuring cup. The less dishes, the better, because I don't have a dishwasher right now. I'm working on that. It's called kids. We'll see how that works out. All right. And now the vanilla, which I happen to think makes a big difference in this recipe. The vanilla, if I can get it open, there we go. About 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And you're good to go. And now put the lid back on. I love my food processor, by the way. And just give that a go. I keep my eye on it, and as I see the bottom is getting more pureed, I will open the lid and push the rest down here, just to incorporate everything. It does get a little thick. I want it thick because, if it's too moist, they're not good either. So just push that down a bit. Whirl that. And what will happen usually is it'll form like a big ball as it's going around. Now it's starting to work. Yep, it's starting to do that now. That's when you know it's about done. So I stop the food processor. And I put everything aside. And now the key to this is, and I've learned this from experience, is I'm going to go to my sink and I'm going to rinse my hands with some cool water so it doesn't stick. And you're going to take the mixture and you're going to form balls. And it's okay if you get a little more moisture on there, because what you're going to do is you're going to store them in the refrigerator and then it'll be good to go. Because if you don't wet your hands, I'm telling you, you have a sticky mess. So you roll them up. And this is a wonderful snack for midday. Like I said, full of protein and just satisfies. And the nuts are very healthful to eat. So is coconut. And you cannot go wrong with these chocolate date nut balls. And I'm not going to bore you rolling them all, just to give you a visual here of what they look like. They're delicious, and I hope that you give this recipe a try today, actually. Not a lot of ingredients. Run out to the store, grab what you need, and have a blast. All right. Thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day.
Bye.